morning! My older spotted actors is day calls and popty pings. Where the devil are you? Hope you're well. You're joining me here from Rivington Services near Bolton. And we're actually quite early for this job. I'm not just let this guy come past us. I don't know where he's going, what his intentions are. Just let me give us 1 second. I just need to look for something for to swap these glasses. Get a bit of dust on them. If in doubt, I always find a pair of underpants helps. Clean underpants, I might add. I have the rest of my stuff in a wash basket. These are my clean underpants out my bag. Pair of clean skiddies just help nicely for just get bits of dust off. You can see it in sunshine. Maureen! He's fucking at it again, this one, Maureen. You're on about wiping glasses with underpants, Maureen. Getting his head, he's getting his head in a pair of underpants. Yeah, just to prove a point that these are clean. They're back in my bag. They're back in my clothes bag. That's my dirty wash bag over to the side. That's a Adobe bag I was issued when I joined the army, way back when. I've always kept it. It's always been with me. Anyway, that's by the by. I can see out my glasses now, there's no dust on them. Yeah, so we're off to Manchester now. I don't even remember, a good few weeks ago now, I've done a video. In fact, I'll try and attach it to the description to this place. But I've done a video a few weeks ago now, it might have been a month or so ago, where I was going to this site in Manchester, and I thought it was the old, it says on it that it was the old part of the old Manchester City football ground. But Manchester City football ground used to be on Main Road. This was the back end of all that, and it was on somewhere called Bennett Street. Well, we're going back to that same job today, basically. And just mindful, mirrors. Sun's quite bright. There's no coming from that side. Sun's quite bright. It's autumn, coming winter, and it's hanging low. So yeah, we're going back to that same job, but we're the 12:30 load. However, the time now is only just left 9:30, so we've 3 hours bloody kill. So I've spoke to the lad what's before me, the 10:30 load. The 8:30 load will be in now, should be getting tipped. I've spoke to the 10:30 load, he's going to get down there for 10 o'clock. So the rule of thumb is, one's in getting tipped, the other one's sat outside. There's just enough room on the road outside, I do believe. Some mirrors were just joining motorway. There was last time, there was enough room for one being outside waiting whilst he was getting tipped. So, my rule of thinking now is, it's 25 to 10 now, we're just leaving Rivington Services. We're going to follow El Twaticus Navicus, and we're going to go basically down the M61. We're then going to swing across for the A580, come in off the A580 and go down towards the A6, and we're going to skirt around Manchester that way, go in via Thingamajiggy-Malarkey, Humpty, and then come on to Regent's Road. Now if I can kill a bit of time, ideally if I can get down to a lay-by on East Lancs on the A580, that'll do. But what I'm thinking is, it's normally frigging hectic, heaving, lad, this time of day now. I mean, we might have missed a bit of the rush hour traffic, but I'm thinking we could maybe kill an hour just heading down there. So my plan is, if the 10:30 man gets in for about 10 o'clock, we should be alright. We'll just hang back and then, get sat outside and wait. Otherwise, we're going to have to pull up somewhere. Now, I could go the M61, then pick up the M60 towards Eccles and coming off the what's it called? Is it the 602? For Manchester that way, but there's nowhere to park. There's nowhere to park around there. So my plan is to get down to the A580, come off off on the A58 to the East Lancs Road and get parked up in a lay-by there just before we start hitting Manchester. Mad for it, yeah, in it, mate. We'll pull up somewhere, one way or another, we'll find somewhere. We're just at Bolton now. And I'm just going to throttle it back a bit. I'm not in any hurry to get to this place today. So like I said, there's no worse than sitting around now. I've been sat there for about an hour and 20 minutes at Bolton there. When I've set off this morning with this, I've been sat there for about an hour and 20 minutes. I've had breakfast and that. Just mindful here, just of these cars coming down. Just let this one get on. There's one coming down Slip Road. It's no threat to me. So I'm literally just trying to kill time. It's strange, this job. You can get fucking weeks go by where you can't get a break in at all. You know what I mean? You're rushing around from one job to bloody next, and then you get days like today where you sat around trying to kill time before you can get to where you need to be. I got this load on last night at Silleth, and I've just started sauntering down here this morning. I was talking to a chap last night, I think your name was Richard. Hello pal, how are you? You alright? I was talking to him last night. I had a brew with him and my tea, and we had a good natter. He follows me on this shite. It's always strange when you see somebody at first say, oh, it's Borothy, and you think, oh, are they a fan or are they going to kick off? You know what I mean? But yeah, he was alright. So we had a good crack, we had a good chat. So yeah, I'm just basically killing time to get down here. Which is not good, it's not sexy. But I'd rather be doing this than rushing on and, you know, risk of running late. I'm absolutely gasping for a cigarette, I'll be honest with you. I've not smoked since Friday. I had my last cigarette at 8 o'clock Friday night, just gone. So this is day 5 today. We're on, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? This is day 5. It's not getting any easier, I'm choking for a cig. I'm arguing with every fucker at the moment. Just been to Greg's though. Now, I don't know what it is, but when you get you order a large cup of coffee from Greg's now, a large cappuccino, they give it in that, and you only get half a cup. It's only fucking filter about there. The machine's wrong. So I'm pissed off with that. This happens all the time at Greg's now. Every Greg's you go in, the machine only gives you half a cup. So I was already pissed off with that, and I got bacon and sausage. When I opened it up, there was no fucking sausages on, but she charged me for it. So I've bent back in there. Listen, I don't mean being awkward, buggle up, but what it is, on a bacon and sausage, you've no sausage on, and what's cracked with this cup of coffee here? There's only bloody half a cup in it. So long story short, I got given my 2 cheap, nasty, horrible sausages, and she gave me another cup of coffee for free. Well, technically half a fucking cup, so I managed to get, between the 2 of them, I've filled this thermoflask cup up to the top. I'm happy with that. But I think it's because I'm not smoking. I'm arguing with every fucker, I tell you. By the end of this week, I'm about to get filled in, me. Somebody's about to give me a fucking good harding by the end of this week. I'm nitpicking and finding fault with everything. But I mean, I was in the right there. You're being charged for a full cup of coffee, for a large cup of coffee, and you're only being given half a fucking cup. It's not right. I don't know if the machine's faulty, but they're charging you top whack and you're only getting half a fucking cup in the thing. So I bent back in and demanded, this is not right. So she give me like I said, 3 cup of coffee and give me the 2 sausages, what you'd already fucking charged me for. She's a lovely lass, but they're that busy, aren't they? You're just a conveyor belt in and out. You just buy cheap shite, you know what I mean? Cheap shite, that's bad for you. But then again, so smoking. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to end up on some back on cigarettes or not, but it's not a good week so far. I'm not enjoying this week. I'm fucking not. I'm chilled out having a cig, mate. Oh, what's this man doing here? I don't on a bike! He's pedalling down Herd Shoulder on a bike. He's just come from Bolton. Where's he just? He's on a bike. Fucking pedalling down motorway on a bike, lad, on Herd Shoulder. He's obviously just come from Bolton. He might have just come from Rivington Services there, but he's pedalled down Herd Shoulder on the bike. Fair play to him, but if something twats him, oh, there'll be a reckoning, there'll be an uproar. That is one classic case though where you could literally say the cyclist was clearly at fault though. Banter arts, wouldn't it? So yeah, we're going to be coming off shortly for the A580, basically, the East Lancs Road. Now I'll try and pull him in there. I think there's a lay-by just before Swinton. Because anything after Swinton, you're coming into Manchester city centre and job's fucked then, isn't it? But if needs be, we'll go round to this job, we'll go past it. I know we can get turned round at the bottom. And we'll look for somewhere to pull him in round there. But parking's pretty shit on this particular job, it's not the best, like. It just mirrors, this is where traffic starts backing up now. So I don't want Farmouth, I want the A580. So it's a mile and a half and I'm coming off. I don't want Junction 3. I want the A580. So I'll just keep in this lane for now. This is kind of what I want. I know it doesn't make sense. Everybody hates being stuck in traffic, but the longer this traffic is for me now, the better. It's just killing time. It's just killing time for me now. Like I say, I could go the longer way around. I could go on towards on the M60 and over towards Eccles and in via the 602 that way. Well, there's nowhere to park around there. Literally, once I get on the 602, job's fucked. I've nowhere to park. There is a big industrial estate round to the side of Trafford Park, but I'm going nowhere near Trafford Park, to be honest. And it's hit and miss whether you can get parks on there or not. You can't park anywhere these days now. Nobody wants you parking up. You know, there's double yellows everywhere and people out enforcing the bloody thing. So yeah, we're just steady Eddie this on now. According to El Twaticus Navicus, I'm going to get there at 23 minutes past 10. So that'll coincide with the next lad getting in there and getting tipped the 10:30 load. So I'm hoping to just get outside and park outside the bloody thing till he's tipped and I can get in. Now, according to form, I've not been back since, but when I went the last time and I'd done that, I thought it was a bloody tricky reverse and it was difficult, it was tight. I'll put a link onto that on this video. But according to form, we're on to phase 2 now. That phase we were on has finished, so you don't have to do that awkward reverse anymore. According to form, you go in the next gate and you can drive in. But as I say, I've not been in since. So we'll cross that bridge in a bit when we come to it. Well, we'll go under that bridge because you're under a bloody railway bridge. You come under a railway bridge and then it just comes up there on your left. And we have to go down road, turn round, come back and reverse in on our good side. But it was bloody awkward because some buggers had just parked cars outside of their own property, fair play to them, but right facing site entrance, so it was just really difficult and awkward to get the bloody thing swung in reverse. But I managed it. It took a couple of shunts, but I managed it and we hit nothing. Job were a good one. Give me a challenge like that, I could normally nail it. Put me on an empty frigging car park and tell me to pick bay 6, I'll end up in bay 9. Do you know what I mean? Put it in bay 6, mate. I know where it is. I can end up in bay 9, screw with. I'd still need 2 shunts to get in bay 9. I can't fathom that out. I've never been able to figure that out. It's weird. And this is our junction here, A580C. Salford, Manchester City, shitty centre. Sun's Really bright though. I've got my visor here where it's protecting me, but if it gets any brighter and any lower, we'll have to cut you loose and just put the sun visor down, because we can't, we'll not be able to see. I can see for now, so I'm alright. Yeah, if I chose the right hand lane now and go towards Eccles and that, this traffic will drag me on because it's horrendous joining different motorways and then M62, isn't it? But we'll just plod on down here now. We'll just plod on steady Eddie. We're in no hurry. Just coming on to 580 now, East Lancs Road, East Lancashire Road. Goes from Manchester to Liverpool, or Liverpool to Manchester, whichever way you want to look at it, you know what I mean? I'll be honest with you, I've enjoyed smoking for years. I've enjoyed a cigarette, I really have, but like I said to you on a previous video, it's getting to that point now where I'm wheezing of an hard time. It's affecting my health, it's affecting my breathing, and I don't want to end up in another 10 years time on a fucking iron lung, or you know, on a mobility scooter. Make some interesting videos, but fuck me, I don't want to end up a pensioner on a mobility scooter. Fucked, you know what I mean? So I think I need to change my lifestyle now. So just by packing in smoking, I'll have no difference off 5 days, but my breathing does feel better. I'm not wheezing of an hard time anyways. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, I've smoked for over 30 odd years, mate. I've started smoking me when I was 13 years old. I'm now 48. Clinging on to 48, I turn 49. I'm 49 next week, mate. I'll be 49 next week. So I've smoked a lot of my life, haven't I? I've smoked for longer than in my life than I haven't. You know what I mean? I was always about 10 a day. When I left school and got a job and I could afford cigarettes, I used to smoke about 10 a day. But these last 2 years, I've gone up to about between 15 and 20. Sat about doing now, just smoking, you know what I mean? And just mindfully, you know, just rolling him on. Traffic's horrendously busy back there. But it would have killed a bit of time for us, but like I say, my method in my madness here is I want to try and get parked up somewhere on the A580 on the East Lancs Road, if I can, in a lay-by, before we get to the other side of Swinton, because once we get to the other side of Swinton and Pendleton Police Station, there's nowhere to park. You're literally straight on into Manchester city centre then, aren't you? Lights are on, reds, mirrors. Just coming on to A589. Lights are changing, some mirrors. We are in a 40 now as well, and there are a lot of cameras on here enforcing all this shit, so it's imperative that we stay within the speed limit. So just mindful now, just coming across, just tickling and feckling out of that. Mindful of this bus lane as well. There's cameras everywhere, you bloody look. There's a bloody camera for a thing. And you're on camera. Again, we're in no rush. We'll just stick in this lane for now, just tickling and fettle all the way down. Now, it's a while since I've been down here, so I know the area, of course I do, but I don't know it like the back of my hand, but I'm thinking there's going to be a lay-by between now and the other side of Swinton. If there's not, then job's fucked and we're going into Manchester basically. bus lane there. Just mindful. 3 lanes of traffic. We're expecting some turn left, but we should be alright in this lane that we're in now. We're going straight on. Yeah, we can get in a lay-by up here, pull in and we'll cut you loose and we'll have another half an hour to an hour in a lay-by. But most of these are bus stops. I could have swore there was one, but I'm not too overly familiar with the area, do you know what I mean? So mindful, just coming back in towards this bus lane now. I want to avoid going into that, so there's no behind us. That car had just come through. I don't want the bus lane. Just sit in this lane now and sit it out. I could have swore there was a lay-by just up here, just after these traffic lights, because if you turn right at these traffic lights, you end up going towards, there's a hospital, I can't find out which one it is. But this is Swinton now, basically. There's a hospital down there and I can't find out which one it is. I used to post all these posters in the bus shelters when I worked for JCD Co years ago. So I used to do that particular posting round at Manchester. There's a bus stop right outside bloody hospital. Is it this one or is it next one? It's one of them anyway. I think it might be next turning. There's a right hand turning down here and it takes you towards another junction, then you turn right and turn left and you're into a big hospital. Can't mind which hospital it is. It's a big hospital in Manchester. Not Wythenshawe, that's miles away. No, I don't think we're going to get a lay-by here, so I think we're going down to Job now. I think we're going to end up down to Job and we'll have to find somewhere to park. But it's just gone 10 to 10 now. What we don't want is the first lad to be delayed. If first lad's delayed, we're fucked. I mean, we can always turn round and go back out and come back in again later. We'll find somewhere to park, you know what I mean? It's no bother. Still in a 40, just mindful, there is a bus lane. I'm just going to stick in lane 2. That's still telling me bus lane. You can come out of it, just turn left and whatnot, but the majority of it's still bus lane. Ah, it's these traffic lights, it's a right hand turn and it takes you down to another junction. You turn right, then you turn left. There's one called Auckland's Hospital. It's not that one. It's another big hospital in Manchester. Salford Royal, I think it'll be called. Is it Salford? Salford Royal or something like that. I think it might be. Because it would make sense. We're round about the right area for Salford and whatnot, aren't we? Yeah, it was at them traffic lights. You turn right down there, keep going to another big junction, then you turn right and then left again and you're in grounds of a big hospital. I had to do a night shift every 2 weeks. Well, it was 2 nights. We used to be posting over 2 nights and you just put the fresh you take the old posters out of the bus shelters and put the new ones in. Because that's how they got paid on advertising, you see. It take you all night to do it. So mirrors, just mindful here. I want to come over into my left hand lane. We're still in a 40 as far as I'm aware. Yeah, there's no laybys here now, pal. We're going down to the job, so we're going to have a look at it, see if we can get in. I mean, like I say, the first lad might have got away now. He might, the next lad might be in getting tipped. So sometimes you drop lucky like that. Other times you don't, and everybody's delayed, and you end up 2 hours behind where you should be. But we'll go down and have a look at it. We can always leave site and come back, go and park up, and come back in later on. It doesn't matter. just mindful where this taxi's going now. It's just hovering in lane 1 there, which is going to turn back into a bus lane, I would imagine, shortly. Well, a bastard, there looks like a lay. Is that a lay-by there, or are they on pavements? But either way, it's great. It's the road workers, there's no way for me to pull it. Just mindful, he's just coming off the pavement. It is a pavement, so he's just coming off it back. Nah, there's nowhere for me to park up there, like. So lane 1's going to close in 100 yards, so just mindful. Now, from what I remember last time, we come down in towards Manchester now, and then when we get in towards the other end of Salford and that, we make a right-hand turning on the A6. And it's a bit weird because we look like we're coming over like a bloody a flyover thing and then onto the 57, and it's bloody strange, but nearly caught me out the last time because I'm not too overly familiar with 30 yet. We'll fathom it, we'll just follow our nose, we'll figure it out one way or another. But it's the A6 I'm wanting, which is this. So what we want now is this lovely heavy traffic. This will just work nicely in our favour. So at this moment now I can just do me a cigarette, let's be honest with you. Diddly diddly day, diddly ay diddly do. Time now is almost 10 o'clock, it's gone 5 to. Everyone's jostling for position now. There's a car just come across, a red one. There's a yellow one now going across to the lane. So they're all jostling now, pal. And I think we've got a, well, according to El Twaticus Navicus, it wants us semi-shufty in half a mile onto the Albion Way, but I'm pretty sure we don't. I think we just went onto the A6, just kept following down the A6, and then we burned right the other side of Salford there. From what I can remember, like I say, it was weeks ago. Manchester, la la la, Manchester, la la la. I don't think I'd like living here so close to bloody major dual carriageway like this. There's houses and flats and everything here. There's a perfectly thriving community, whether it's any good or not, I don't know, but there's a big community around here. But I'm not sure ever I'd like to live so close to a major main road like this coming through Manchester, because you're guaranteed at 24/7 round the clock it's going to be busy, aren't you? I've got a thingy at the moment with this. It started happening this morning. To defected in a bit. I think there's like a silencer on the air tanks. There's one, I think something's come off or somebody's took it off while I've been away from wagging. because every now and again it'll just sound like it's sneezing. It's when air blows and it's go psst, you know what I mean? There's no air leak or anything. I've been round and checked it, but it just starts blowing off every now and again, and you can hear it. You might hear it in a minute. I'll open the window so you can hopefully hear it. And I think the silencers come off on the air tanks. Hear it? But I don't know whether that's mine or his, because he's in a daff over to the side there. Just when you stop, or just when you start going, it just blows a bit of air off. I don't think there's normally a little cap on top of air tank, isn't there? And I think one's missing. I don't know if it's come off or somebody's took it off. You hear that? It's just blowing off. Just letting a bit of air off, just that pressure. You don't normally hear it. That's his handbrake next to me. Let's just listen again. Hang on, let him stop first. Let him stop. We'll just roll it up here. You might hear it blow off again. That's my handbrake going on. See if it does it again. It just wants a little cap putting back on it. It's come off. So it's either come off or it's been took off. That's his handbrake there. Mine should go off now. Hang on. There's mine just blowing off. I took handbrake off and just blows it off. You don't normally hear it, do you know what I mean? I've just noticed it this morning. Just be a little rubber cap with a bolt on top of the tank. Still driving alright. Just points to naught, innit? You know what I mean? Right, I don't know how long we've been going on, but I might have to cut you loose in a bit. Loosey, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey, because this traffic getting horrendous. Tediously boring, isn't it? Well, according to Alto Atticus Navicus, we're still on course to get there. It's just after 10:25. So I'd call it about 10:30 all in all. So if the first lads got out on time, load number 2 should be in at 10:30, and then I can just rock up and park outside. But we'll figure it out one way or another. Yeah, I think we kind of swing round keep going towards the A6, but then we kind of go round to it right in a bit and we come on towards the other side of Salford. And we go on towards the other side of Salford, go through, then it's a right-hand semi-shufty at the bottom. And we look to be going on to like a bloody flyover thingamajig like. I can't mind on whether we go underneath it or up top of the bloody thing on 57. And that'll take us on to... Christ, I can't mind on what the road. It's a major road through Manchester. And then we come here to there then, and on a big road here to Manchester. It's down here, it's just, this traffic will ease off in a bit once we get through this bit. There it is, just blowing off again then. Thur! That horse, Thur! But I mean, all this traffic now is just eating time lovely for us. It's just, you know, it's killing time for us. It's not ideal being sat in traffic like this. It's bloody boring. Oh, somebody's mentioned on one of my videos last night, I can't mind on the name of the person. Me and my family love watching your videos. My son and I watch them together, but you are swearing a lot recently. Can you not put a notification on your videos telling us that there's swearing in it so I can make sure that my son doesn't watch it? Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't realise I'm doing it, you know what I mean? But when I upload these videos, there is an option on a button I press and it says, is this video suitable for kids? And I press, no, it is not suitable for kids. So it shouldn't be being watched or recommended to children. You're letting your kid watch it, and you know what the crack is. You know, I do sympathise. I don't mean to swear. It's just I just find myself doing it. But I'm just normal. I'm me. I'm keep it real. This channel's not PC because this channel's not monetised. I don't make a penny from YouTube. I never have. I do think to myself sometimes perhaps I should start monetising some of these videos and seeing if I can make a few quid out of it. But it goes against all my moral principles because I don't feel YouTube is for that. I think if I start going down that road, I've mentioned it 1,000 times before. If I start going down that road, then I start treating YouTube as a business, and then I start putting out video, churning out shit by the bucket load just to try and make pennies off the ads. And I find nothing worse than that. I hate ads on YouTube videos. It turns me off. So I've never been about that on YouTube. It's never been about money. So, you know, there is part of me what wants to say, what do you want for free, you cheeky buggers? You know, people just demand, and I don't like this and I like that. They want to nitpick and this, that and the other. But, you know, I do sympathise, and I will from now on try and refrain from swearing as much as I can. But sometimes it just fucking comes out, and I don't realise I'm doing it. But I mean, let's face it, your child's going to have access to a lot of swearing, a lot of effing and jeffing. Never has it been so rife that kids can get access to everything that they shouldn't do online, because there was no computers when we was kids. You know, you still had vile, vulgar swear words and things going on in school playgrounds and out of hours after school and that, but now everything's on a bloody phone. They can access it in a bloody whiff-waff, can't they? So, although I do accept, you know, that I shouldn't be swearing if there's kids watch. If you're letting your children watch these videos, I think that, you know, perhaps you should take a bit of responsibility as well for allowing your kids to watch the blooming things. But yeah, it's one of them. I'll points taken on board. I'll try and refrain from swearing in a bit. Just see how it goes. But no, this is not a television programme. This is just me doing a YouTube vlog. I'm not trying to present a TV programme to anyone. It's just me doing my own thing. Doing my own thing. Right, as far as I know, we want these 2 lanes because we're going to be coming across onto the A57 for Manchester. So, well, see, I nearly swore then. Taiwanicus Navicus is telling me turn left, like shimmy dog leg left in a minute, but I ain't going to do that because that's taking me towards Charlestown on a B road. I'm just going to hold my course here for the A57. Just mindful here now. There's a bus lane, another lane going off to the left, 2 lanes that we're in, and there's a motorbike man weaving in and out. Go on, son, I'll pay now, so I will, with your camera on your head. Ride the white line, son, ride the white line. He's just, he's doing the old thing. Now, whoever that is, he's going to get fined in this little yellow canary car here. They'll want to go across the bus lane. Go on now, son, you'll pay now, so you will. When the fine comes through the post, thou shalt have a fishy like a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy dished out in the post. When the boat comes in, dance to your daddy, sing to your mammy. Sing like a canary, cry like a baby when that goes to court. Thou shalt have a fine dished out like a little fishy. When your bus lane fine comes in. I only went into it briefly if I get across, but I don't know how it works. If the camera's on, it'll nail you. It'll nail your cap on, like. The buggers for it. Go on, son, you'll pay now, so you will. Don't say you won't, you can't deny it. Your car's the colour of a canary, and your registration plate's all over the place. There's only one of you who has a car like that round here now. Especially now this time of day now, so it is. You'll pay, so you will. You will! You will pay! You will! You will pay, Mrs. Doyle. Somebody asked me why do I keep saying that. Go on now, I'll pay. It was. I remember seeing an old episode of Father Ted, basically. And there's a bit where Mrs. Doyle was in cafe, and she says, "I'll pay." "No, you won't." "I will. I'll pay." And all the women are arguing over who's going to pay for so many cups of tea they've had. And eventually, it just cuts to them where they're all fisticuffing and battling. "I'll pay." And that's where I get that from, basically, when I say, "Go on now, son, I'll pay," so I will. I've turned it into my own little thing, but that's where it comes from. I've stole it. I've blatantly stole it off Father Ted years ago. It was the scene in the cafe where Mrs. Doyle even, "Go on, I'll pay." It's that. That's where I've got it from. That's where it comes from. Right, so we are going to go left here now. This must be this little bit of a flyover thingamajig malarkey. We come down here, we follow its signs for A57 seats. There's 2 left turnings here, some mirrors, mindful. I want this outside lane avoiding the bus lane because I'm going to drop down the hill and then burn right on myself. Yeah, it's like a flyover. We come back underneath the bugger in a minute. So just mindful, there's a car coming round inside of me here. Again, I'm not too overly familiar with this layout, so I'm just taking my time. I think I want the left-hand lane. Car's backing off for me. The sun's really bright now. I'll just flash the car because he has backed off for me. I did see him. This should now spit us round onto the A57 towards the other side of Salford here, and I think we go left in a bit. I think we turn left onto A57 and we follow it down towards Manchester city centre. And if it's the same road I'm thinking of, it's where some lads once got sprung from a prison van, if you remember. It was all over bloody news. I think it's this. Is it this one? Oh no, I think it's. Am I wrong bloody lane here? I don't know. So I either go left here or I go on to the next. No, I go on to the next one. It's not this one. It's the next one. Christ knows where that's going to take me. That's taking me into Manchester city centre. No, it's the next one. I go to this next junction and then I turn left and I go down past. I think it's Salford Lads Club, isn't it? Christ knows where that was taking me. Then that was taking me into Manchester city centre. I don't want that. Not in an Arctic. This one. This is the one. It's the left at this junction here now. And it takes you down past the Salford Lads Club, and I think it was a few years ago. It was all over local Granada Reports news, and there was some criminals basically. One fellow was being taken to court or taken back to prison from court, I don't know. And he got to these traffic lights down here. They must have had inside knowledge on which route it was. They must have had a heads up, or they knew which route it was going to go. And they broke him free and sprung him free. And they held the van up at gunpoint and everything. Got the lad out. There was a big massive search on and a big massive manhunt, and he turned up about 2 weeks later, literally in the house across the road from where they broke him free. They'd obviously drove around the estate, dropped him off, and the getaway car kept on driving and was abandoned, miles away. So the search was all over the place, but he was literally hiding in a house right facing all the commotion, so he's probably watching the commotion from the upstairs bedroom window while the investigation went on. Well, they got him back. They got him back in prison eventually. Oh, it was a few years ago that now. It might have been 10 years ago. I don't know. It was a while ago anyway. So we go down here, and then we kind of make a right-hand turn and come back round the outskirts at city centre, then on towards where we're going. Some mirrors, lights have changed. Again, this is another busy old road, so this should start taking up a bit of time for us as well. just mindful. We should just get 80, you know, before the lights change behind us. If this car gets its thinking cap on. Yeah, this is towards, I don't know whether this is Salford we're in now, at the back end of Salford, but I'm pretty sure there's something called Salford Lads Club down here, and there's like a big housing estate, or it might have been back there, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know the area that well, but there is a housing estate over there now, so I think this is part of Salford. It's not a place I've ever had any dealings with, Salford, to be honest. I've only ever driven around the outskirts of it. I've never actually been into Salford. I've never had any reason to. It's like anywhere else, I suppose. It has its reputation and has its, you know, has its dodgy people. But I would imagine that 99.9% of the people. I can't get my words out this morning. Let me just put my teeth back in. Hang on. I think that way might have took us back round here now, this road. It might have took us left down there, then come down, took us right and fetched us out here where these cars are coming out, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I think 99.9% of the people from round these areas and all these so-called rough places, you know, the heart of the community's normally got a heart of gold, and people are lovely people. It doesn't matter where you're from, what accent you've got, what language you speak, you know. People are people, and the majority of people will always try and do you a good turn rather than a bad one. It's just unfortunate that the small minority of bad uns give the rest of them a bad name. It's like anything else in life. I always find if you're right with people and you go into a different town or a different village, whatever city, you go in with the right attitude and you're nice with people. They're nice with you and they'll go out the way to help you. You go in with a chip on your shoulders and looking for trouble, and it'll soon bloody find you. And find you for all the wrong reasons, do you know what I mean? That's my philosophy anyway, as I'm getting older, and it's never done me wrong really. As I'm getting older, I try and have the attitude of everyone's my friend until they prove me wrong. Normally it doesn't take long for people to prove me wrong, but you know, I find if I go in with that attitude, I'm alright. Yeah, that's it. That's the Salford Lads Club over there. I was right. Yeah, that is the Salford Lads Club. Is that the one where, I mean, I would imagine if it's Salford, it's about bloody me, isn't it? But is that the one where the Smiths had the photo cover for the bloody album they had years ago? I don't know. I've never been a big Smiths fan, to be honest. I find Morrissey morbidly depressing. I really do. If Morrissey came to our house and offered to sing in my kitchen, I'd go upstairs for a shower outdoors. And hopefully the water would literally drain him out. I find him morbidly depressing. It's not my thing at all. But he has wrote 2 fantastic songs, which I found was great. The one was called The First of the Gang, and the other one is English Blood, Irish Heart. I do like them songs. The lyrics are morbidly depressing, but I think it's the bass and drums and the rhythm section of the band what's driving it along. I just think they're 2 good songs. But on the whole, I find Morrissey a load of crap. Not my cup of tea at all. I'm sure millions of people disagree with me, but that's my freedom of choice, isn't it? And Hector was the first of the gang with a gun in his hand, and the first to do time, the first of the gang to die. Such a silly boy, you have never been in love till you've seen the sunrise dawn over smashed human bones. We are the pretty petty thieves, and you're standing on our streets where Hector was the first of the gang with a gun in his hand, and the first to do time, the first of the gang to die. No, I don't know it, I don't know the song, but that's the words to it anyway. It's a cracking song, but it's just the band, the rhythm section, the bass and the drums are driving it along, and the guitar, and it's just brilliant. It's well produced, it's just a great mix, yeah. So that says Salford University and Ardsall Hall that away, Salford University to that away. So I would imagine this is an area of Salford here where we're at right now. Other than that, I don't know jack shit about Salford. So I'm just trying to mind on now. I think we follow it round to right in a minute, just mindful of these pedestrians here, you see. I think we keep going down here now, and we're kind of semi-shufting round to right to the side of these lights. It was a while ago since I come down here, just see, mindful of this cyclist on pavement. We shouldn't have to worry about any low bridges because we've not got a high load on. As long as everything's 14 foot or over, we're alright. Yeah, I think we go round to right here now. El Twaticus Navicus is not coming up with its sound on. I don't know what's happened. There you go, I've swore. So just mindful, we'll just stick in this lane and it'll follow round to right here. And then from here then we go under this bridge and we kind of shimmy round to the left hand side a little bit. National Football Museum, Urbis, follow the Autumn Arena. Yeah, we keep it left hand lane, we go under this bridge, a little bit railway, we go under Railway Bridge, and then we're kind of burning round to our left on the A57, I think. Because if we go it right hand lane, we're going back towards bloody motorway and that. I think, which in translates to, I've not a clue, I'm just winging it as I go, because I've only been down here once before and it was weeks ago, to this particular job. And I don't really know the area that well. Somebody criticised me for that. You're in wrong lane, you've been driving 5 years, you've no idea where you're going. It's like, I don't know every road in UK, mate. I'm not, no, my mind's not Google Maps, you know what I mean? Well, you know, to that person, I'd like to say, upload your own fucking videos. Let's see how you drive, you prick. You know, do you know what I mean? Right, which way, lad? We're going left here? Yeah, it's got to be. This is it. Right, so it's got to be straight on now, because we can't go left. We can't go first left, because that's for Deansgate. I don't remember going under that bridge the last time. I think I went straight over here. Or I could have gone under the bloody bridge actually, because this is putting us back on. I don't know. We're going over, and we're going over that way anyway. So we're going over where we're going under the bridge would have took us. The A56 we want next. So we can't go left there because that'll take us into city centre and Deansgate. I think we should have gone under the bridge actually. I do, I think we should have gone under that bridge. So two women had a little minor bump on the right hand side. They're on the bridge, they're pulled up giving detail. There's no damage to either car, but if there's a flake of paint scratched, then they'll demand compensation, won't they? They'll be wanting compensation. Right, so stick in this lane here, we're going over this bit. We're going on to A57 by the looks of it, which looks like a bloody motorway. I should have gone on the bastard bridge. But hey. As I say, I'm not perfect. I don't know every particular area, and people say, oh yeah, you should have fucking plotted your route, you should have done this, you should have done that. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It'd be boring if everyone was dead perfect, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Mirrors. Go, catch it, go. Yeah, I think I should have gone under that bloody bridge. We're going left here now, see? Now this will put us back on this bloody road, I think, here. So yeah, I should have gone under the bridge, basically. Should have gone under the bridge, old boy. Should have gone under the bridge. You should have done it. You woulda, shoulda, coulda. You should have done it. I know you wanna do it. Right, which way, lad? Mirrors, you pig marine. Now then. I don't remember going down that way. I remember going down here, I think. So this is where we're going. It's a strange one. Strange one. We're down here somewhere, and it's down here in a bit, and we start heading towards picking up signs for Stockport, I think, and then we turn off down there. I know we're not outskirts of we're in Manchester now. We're skirting on outskirts of bloody city centre, aren't we? Stockport A6, that's what I want. So not this one, the next turning after this. The second one, I think, is it? Just mindful. It's not this one. Where's this bugger? Bastard, 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 bastard. This is the one. There's nothing behind me then. It. We turn up towards Ardwick now and it's off there where we're going. Yeah, we come round to the right hand side now, down there. Lights have changed. Brakes are a bit squeaky on this trailer. We go round there to right here, and then we take a left hand turning in a bit down towards Job. It's 26 minutes past 10 now, so hopefully at 10:30 lads should be in. If it's not, then Job's fucked. We'll have to go round and turn round and come back here and come back after. But we'll fathom it out in a minute. We'll just go down and have a look at it. We're not far away at all now. So we go down this road now, then it should be a left hand turning onto something called Bennett Street. So lights have changed, the mirrors. Yeah, I've only been to this job the once, and it was weeks ago, so you know, you forget. You forget little turnings, and you know, it's confusing. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, we want Hyde Road, A57. Should be a left-hand turning down here in a bit. I think it's about half a mile away. Summit, I don't know. Down here in a bit, Tenny Road. Just mindful. Mindful of this van coming out at this junction here. I think he's going to pull out on us. His nose is sticking out. A bit too much for my liking. Just mindful. We're going to have to come across here because there's a bus lane on the left. So just mindful, there's traffic's holding back for me. Right, now where do I want to? Is it this roundabout? I turn left, I'm sure I do. Or it goes over to the left anyway. Here we go. Hyde, A57. Right, so I'll just put a signal on because I think I want at the that way at the 11 o'clock. I don't want the first left, I want the second turning on this roundabout. That's it. Hyde, A67. And it's round there somewhere. Just mindful. Nobody's indicating. No, we don't know where any fuckers going. Put a signal on now, see? Yeah, no, we're off here somewhere. It's a turning off here. It's a left-hand turning off here. It's called Bennett Street. I'm just going to take up the entire road here because I want to be making a nice wide swing. I know we've got 2 lanes. It's one of these here. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. I know as we turn, there's a bloody 14-foot railway bridge or something. There's my air blowing off again. And there's no left turn there, so it's a head only. I think it's after the bus station. There's a bus station on the left, it's after that, I think. Now the only thing is now, I want this car to follow because I've risked this traffic now cutting right up the inside of me and I'll not be able to turn. So I'm just going to put a signal on now ready because I don't want, there's a big box van trying to come up the inside of me and I don't want him to. Because if he does, I'll never get turned. Right, so there's a turn in here, I think it's just after the bus station. Just mindful there's a cyclist up ahead. Mindful of this pedestrian. Get in, lad, what doing? They're going to get squished. Backward pig. Right, we're turning left shortly. Just mindful of this cyclist now. Traffic as well. I think it's where that van's going, I think it is. So I'm just mindful. It is, it's going to be where this van's going. I'm just mindful of this cyclist now. Where's he at? I'm just passing. It is, this is me, under this railway bridge here. It's 15.9, so it's no bother. Under the bridge. Now that's not handy, there's another wagon there. Christ knows what time he's booked in for. So I'm going to put my flashes on, I'm going to speak to this lad here, see what crack is. Load number 2's not even in yet. I take it there's a delay.
Yeah, you're not for me, but I know about it. Basically, the weights for the crane came late, so the
right.
up now. So part there for now, mate.
What, just over here where this van is?
On the left hand side, otherwise in the bridge you're going to be stuck out, bud.
Spot on, mate. Cheers for that.
Fella.
Thank you. Right, so that's that. The crane was late. The crane was late. So load number 1's not even gone in yet. Load number 2's over there parked up. So he's just told me to park here. So I'll park here and we'll sort it out from there. As long as this bus has got enough room to come through, we're alright. Right, thanks very much. I've been your old mate Borothea. Once again, you, my friend, have been beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this video, whatever it is. And yeah, I'm just going to park up here, go and have a chat with somebody. If needs be, I'll bugger off and I'll come back later. Thank you. See you in a bit. Ta-da!